We're back. All right, all right. Good evening. Welcome to another
Whoa.
edition of the 13th Dimension, Season 6, Episode 1. We made it to 6 years, guys.
Scott, you didn't unmute yourself.
Shut up, Tim. I know what I'm doing over here.
Well, we're just talking like either last night or last week how you should not be trusted with technology.
Dude, I tell you what, last night was just absolutely horrible.
It happens.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry. You know what show this is. Something's going to go wrong. Always does. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well,
Yeah,
one of my cats will run up and jump in my lap while I'm on live.
Yeah, I miss Ghost doing that, though, dude.
Toodles is bad about it too.
really. you know,
Tries
I
to get he
I
tries to get on camera a little.
I still have that picture of Ghost here. In fact, actually, I think I included it into that music video that I did for the 100th episode.
I think so.
Yeah, okay, I'm working on getting this thing shared out.
That was Crystal's cat.
Yep,
Now we have Toodles, and he's Crystal's cat.
and we missed that cat too.
We do.
He was lovey.
Yeah, and it was so sudden too when you guys lost him.
Yeah. No explanation. And then the day after my mom died, well, the day my mom died, Crystal's grandpa died. And
Yes.
then the very next day, we lost Bagheera, our big black cat.
Yep, I remember that too.
Yeah, I remember because I had only seen the post of your mother. I knew nothing about her grandfather until you guys told me about it at the funeral home.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, her grandpa was pretty old. I mean, he was in his 90s.
Oh, that's a good long life.
Yeah.
I hope I get to that age. Um,
We
on
had
all,
a little bit more buildup with her
yeah,
grandpa than we did my mom. I mean, my mom was getting really bad, but we didn't know that she was going to pass when she did.
yeah. I,
It's about time to trim my mustache down because I'm starting to chew on
I know. I hate that.
it.
That's why about once a week or so, I'll shave the mustache and do a little bit down here. Just
I just need to trim around the edge of my mouth because you can't see my upper lip. Need to shave all this off the sides. Need to shave my head again.
you don't need much help there.
Not a lot. I do
Outshine.
have one of those skull shaver things though. You just
Oh, like the three ring thing.
yeah, yeah.
I've heard those are really good, in that they make
They
it smooth.
they won't touch this. Like it won't even try to cut that hair.
So it has to be like Mm, oh,
I have to use a razor blade to shave my face.
okay.
I have very coarse facial hair.
Me too.
Yeah. Actually, Tim, I think you and I might be at about the same length here.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
I can braid this.
okay, I'm not quite to that yet.
But
So
you are looking a little like an Ewok. I'm just saying. With all the
Did you
hair.
say Ewok?
Yeah, he's getting close to Ewok.
I was thinking more like a werewolf.
I'll take that.
I'm just saying.
I'll take that. At least he didn't say Wookie.
Valid point.
That's
Valid
more
point.
me.
Remember that video that you guys did for me and you spoke in Wookie?
Yeah.
That was very cool.
You know, as much as I hated that nickname and still do, luckily nobody calls me that. That's one of the funniest things.
Dude, that was that was priceless. I'm just saying.
It was one of the fun, and you even did subtitles on that too, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think we did put subtitles under it.
I didn't because I can't do technology.
yeah. You're not.
God, I think you do just fine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Your little AI thing I just saw on Facebook a minute ago.
That's pretty good. But see, I didn't do
Ripping
anything.
your shirt off and
I just watched that like 5 minutes before we hopped on here, and
I won't tell you what my first thought was, Scott.
Did I work out?
No.
Shut up.
somebody already mentioned it in the comment.
Hey.
Yep.
I cannot see any of the comments.
We we're showing 5 viewers right now, so
If you're in here, comment. Because I
say
don't see
hi
it. Comment.
to these guys. Um,
Please comment. We thrive on comments.
yes, we do. Oh,
Sometimes it helps direct us back to the point we were trying to make in the
That is a
first
valid point.
place.
yeah,
That- if you don't comment, we'll go way left field. Like out that. Yeah, that way.
well, sometimes even then we still go.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just it's the ADHD.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, I swing for the fences every time.
I do have this thing shared out everywhere.
I shared it on my page.
Yeah. Um, I I used to stream to my page, but I don't anymore. Any
Pardon me.
comments that show up there don't show up here.
I'll
For
be right back.
for whatever reason,
I'm still listening.
okay. Whatever reason, comments made on a profile page does not make it into the stream. I think StreamYard was the same way.
Hmm.
So
Well, we want to see your comments. We want to hear your
That's
comments.
good
So
stuff.
yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Now people aren't used to show being on at this time on a Friday night, and normally I wouldn't be on here. I'd be watching SmackDown right now.
SmackDown, what's that?
Do you
You know,
seriously not know what SmackDown
I
is?
know what SmackDown is.
I was
Jeremy, an old buddy of mine, is actually putting on a wrestling event in Huntington.
no kidding. Oh, hey,
Yes,
Jackson. Now we have comments coming in.
Braxton the Snake Fiend.
Yeah,
What's up, Braxton? How you doing, man?
Are you a snake?
he's somebody that started following us over on YouTube a few months ago,
Very
and
cool.
shows
Well,
up every Thursday night.
That's
I
pretty
see
awesome.
the eyes. I'm not sure what the other thing is. Is that chicken?
Ear. Looks like an ear. It's an ear, Tim.
Oh, watching and listening. I got you.
Like, oh, ear. Okay, it's hard to tell sometime on
No,
video.
Tim, it's a steak, medium well.
Yeah,
That's wrong then.
You guys want to know what's real trippy? On Thursday nights, we're always
It made it
teasing.
worse.
We're always teasing Nick on boobies. So another
You
one,
say on what? Boobies?
yeah, boobies. So another one of our listeners, he writes it out, but he puts like 20 O's up
Oh, I
there,
can't even read.
Oh
and
yeah.
those
Nice.
O's
Yep.
translate as catfish. So you see B in a whole bunch of catfish, and then another.
I
It's it's weird the way that works.
hope
So
Nick stops soon.
so to introduce you, Braxton, Tim and Scott are two of the original hosts for this show. The three of us, along with Tim's wife Scott, we started this thing 5 years ago.
My wife's name isn't Scott.
You're right, because your husband
Well,
was.
you said it was along with Tim's wife, Scott.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Crystal.
No, my wife's name is Crystal.
It's been a long day.
She's back in the bedroom being quiet right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Braxton.
Feeling How's she feeling, Tim?
Hi, Braxton. We've all had this sinus thing going on, and she, for some reason, just keeps getting it. Which, with her stuff now that she has going on, she just has a really, really weakened immune system from it.
Oh boy, she just can't get over it.
Me, I just smoke too much and drink too much coffee.
Not that that's a good thing either. But my dad's the same way. He can drink coffee all day long and still fall asleep.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with being a veteran.
Yeah, it's definitely a veteran thing.
Yeah.
It's better than what the other thing veterans get really, really into.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've tried drinking coffee. The only thing it ever did for me is make me feel like I had to pee all the time.
Yeah, it'll do that too,
Yeah. But
and
the thing,
it helps with your bowels.
I
It'll
was gonna
make
say you should have waited a little bit longer. You'd be pooping all time.
yeah,
It's a great colon cleanser.
I never had that issue. It just gave me the feeling of needing to pee all the time, but I could never go. That's the problem.
See. I drink my
I
coffee is the third strongest coffee that you can get.
so
In my opinion, number one coffee in the world, the strongest coffee in the world is Turkish coffee. Then
okay.
I would probably go Cuban coffee, and then there's this, which is Colombian coffee.
I thought for
Mm.
sure you were going to say Starbucks.
No, I don't. I don't know.
Listen, if you're gonna go strong, there's stronger out there. Death Wish is a
Oh,
very
I'm
strong.
sure there is. Now there's so many different coffee brands and stuff. But I mean, just by region,
Oh, we apologize there, Tim.
I think Colombia has a very strong coffee.
True. Okay.
Turkish coffee, though,
Now that sounds good too, Braxton.
Now, now Scott would probably want to try Scorpion coffee.
You know, I
Try
don't know.
on the Scoville.
I need to maybe chill out a little bit on that stuff.
Braxton, I am a big tea drinker, and I've not had hot peach tea.
That
That's
sounds
something I need to try.
that sounds wonderful.
I love my sleepy time tea.
Uh, do you take your teddy bear to bed with you too?
Yes,
Okay.
he's so cuddly.
We all got to have that little cuddle buddy, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I'm surprised you don't take Scott in there because he's small as a teddy bear.
That's right. See, I get that, Braxton. I like my coffee like my soul, black. I'm just saying. I like strong coffee, strong enough to wake up my ancestors. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because he's got to get up early in the morning.
I get up
Braxton,
3 times 10.
if you have Facebook, you should follow Scott's coffee memes.
Yeah,
They're freaking hilarious.
he posts something every single day.
Got to, got to.
Yeah.
And now with AI, hey, make me a funny meme about being angry, not having coffee on Thursday, and it boom comes right up.
You had something this morning that was AI, wasn't
Yes,
it? That's right.
Scott apparently rips his shirt off and turns into the Incredible Hulk when he hasn't had his
heck yeah,
coffee.
I do.
But without the green color. And his face changed too.
I did. It got. Dare I say skinnier or maybe
Yeah, that is what I was going to say. It's like skinny. And holy shit, Scott! Although if we could all have a body like that, I think it would be.
dude, that would be dope.
If I had a body
It's
like
called,
that, I would be sitting here shirtless. I would never wear a shirt
oh,
anywhere.
absolutely not. It's called Copy
I would
Memes
just
R
walk
Us.
around with no shirt on.
Yeah,
I've got my pecs to keep me warm.
yeah, Braxton. It's
It,
called Copy Memes R Us.
I know you can't see it, but then you can be able to go and start flexing your pecs.
I can still flex my pec.
I
Yeah,
can't.
I'm doing it now. I guess you
I
can
can
actually
see it.
through the shirt here a little bit, but
I can.
yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Can you not do that, Scott?
No, I cannot.
Oh, I thought something everybody is able to do.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. 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 But since you were talking about scorpion coffee, I did try a new hot sauce yesterday.
What's that?
It's called Purgatory. It's 8 million on the Scoville.
Gee. What's
Yeah,
the hottest right now out there?
pepper. As far as pepper, the Pepper X, and it's 14 million. That is a huge no for me.
You're gonna have to have a total esophagus, throat, tongue,
All of it. Yeah.
palate all replaced by the time you're 50.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if I ate one of those, I'd have the toilet paper in the freezer before I put it in my mouth.
Yeah, dude. There's just I've tried the Carolina Reaper. I took a bite of the Carolina Reaper, and that thing was just so hot.
I almost got a Carolina Reaper to put in your salsa.
Dude, I think my stomach is still goofy from yesterday. It just burnt so bad.
And Tim here a few weeks ago decided to be an idiot and try one of those things.
Oh, then the gummy
The
bear,
little
the
nitro
mini
gummy
nitro
bear.
gummy bear.
Doing on that season finale.
Yes.
No, no, that was more than a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Because you
Yeah,
guys took a big break.
yeah, that was back in May, right,
Yeah,
Tim?
yeah.
Yeah, back in May.
Wow.
Yeah, that nitro gummy bear. It's a gummy bear, but it's not a joke. It's 9 million on the Scoville.
Wow.
It's plenty hot enough for my ass, I'll tell you that.
Because I remember trying to watch that, but you guys were having a lot of connection issues.
Yeah, we are at Tim's house. Yeah, it's a gummy bear, Braxton. It's called
I've I've
Nitro Gummy
actually
Bear.
actually upgraded my modem. So I've got the fastest modem they make now.
Good.
And I don't have any connection issues anymore.
Now it's Scott's turn.
Oh, mine's great.
It wasn't last night.
That wasn't me. That was all StreamYard.
I was gonna say that was either StreamYard or Facebook that
Yeah.
messed that up.
Oh,
because
And it may have had something to do with us mentioning a foreign country. It may not have.
yeah, a foreign country and a certain person.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it did happen like 10 seconds after you mentioned it.
Yeah,
It
I have actually
cut you
tried.
mid-sentence.
Yeah, I've actually done Satan's Toe, Braxton. It's hot too. It's also 9 million on the Scoville.
That
Yep,
was my favorite video you've ever done.
I've actually tried that. I've tried almost all the hot candies.
Because it stuck to your
Oh,
teeth.
dude, that was great. Yeah, my denture popped out. Yep.
Billy sent me the link to that video right after you had done that, and he's like, "This is the funniest damn thing I've ever seen." Okay, what's Scott doing now? Because this is before I really got to know you, but I knew you, and
Right.
I started watching it. Holy cow! This is gold.
Yes. Uh,
Braxton, I actually like wasabi.
yeah. Wasabi's
I,
hot, dude. That you're right. There's nothing to play around with either.
it's nothing to mess around with too much, but I actually like wasabi.
Did Nick did
like
Nick have to work
I like
tonight,
the wasabi
Jamie?
peas. God, God. Thank God they haven't invented smell-o-vision yet.
Dog's back there.
Sure it was.
It
Blame it on
was
Pandora.
Pandora.
We saw the ripple in the blanket
I
behind
don't
you.
know what you're talking about.
You're
Where's Nick
so
Moulet?
full of it, dude. I seen you lean.
No,
Where
you
were-
didn't have to see him lean. Just look at the tablecloth behind him. You see it rippling up there.
Where's Nick Moulet? Why is he not in here?
He said he was gonna try watching us, but he's not even online right now.
He's not.
No,
That's
That's it. Texting. Time to jump in.
Nick has terrible time issues.
he does.
He does not know how to keep time. I keep telling him I'm gonna get him a wristwatch so that he knows when to be where. Because we've established a new time zone strictly for him, and it's NST, Nick Standard Time.
I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a running joke on. Oh, you brought it this time.
Ah.
Got my nuggies. Damn it, Nick.
Oh, I found it. Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I yelled at you last time when you didn't bring them.
Yep, you did. Braxton, my wife got me an ice cream that had Carolina Reaper ghost pepper in it. That is one of the strangest things to try because it's hot, but yet it's cold.
Um, a few years ago, there was an ice cream that I don't remember what it was, but it the fudge in the ice cream was hot. I I really liked it.
You know, I'm sitting here listening to you guys talking about the hot and cold, and all I can think of is that scene from Rookie of the Year, I think is the name of the movie. The one with the little boy who breaks his arm and becomes a
Yep.
pitcher for the Cubs.
Hmm.
When Daniel Stern goes, some guys use heat, some guys use ice, but I have figured it out. You take the ice cubes and heat them up. Hot ice.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, let us know how that works out. Oh man, it's been 30 years since I've seen that show.
I love that movie.
Is that the one where he had his arm in the cast and all of a sudden it just went like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
He
don't.
hits the doctor in the face, and the
Yep, I remember that. That's the only scene I remember. Just
Yeah, Braxton, my stomach's probably pretty messed up. So, because like I said, I've tried a lot of the hottest, at least, foods out there.
there is no probably about it. It is.
we've made him some pretty hot salsa, and he loves it. and it's too hot for me to eat, but he thinks it tastes just fine.
I I love hot food, but it's kind of caught up with me because my doctor said that I have acid reflux now.
I think I'm starting to have gallbladder issues.
I'm thinking I'm starting to have like an ulcer or something. I don't know why. And you know what, Stephanie?
Hi, Stephanie.
I'm taller than you.
He has an ulcer because all he drinks is water.
Stephanie, technically, he's not far away.
And my niece has actually tried to toe a Satan.
What what is the height requirement to be considered a midget?
4'9".
Really?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I thought the cutoff was 4'10".
4'9".
4'9". So you're only
Then
what, 4 inches
Shut
off,
up.
buddy?
then wait, what's considered a dwarf? Because I thought you had midget, then dwarf, and then regular height.
I'm not going to look that up because you'll depress me. I said I am.
I would say you're taller than a dwarf, Scott.
I bet I might be taller than anybody that's even watching right now.
You probably are. I wanted to say when you said that this guy was shorter than you were when you was telling us about your little injury. But
Yeah.
Dwarf,
everybody's shorter than you.
We no, there's actually one guy I work with that is 6'6".
dwarf, uh,
He's actually taller than I am.
it's
Wow.
4'10", 4'10" or shorter.
For
And
a
I don't
dwarf,
think we can use the word MIGET anymore. How did you spell that? I don't remember.
MIDGET.
DGET, yeah. I forgot the D. I don't think you're allowed to use that word anymore.
I don't know.
on this show, nothing's off limits. Well, actually, no. I take that back. On Supernatural Talk, nothing is off limits. I should say that.
So I'm
So,
just saying.
so guys, we're halfway into the show, and we hadn't even gotten to the topic of the night.
We
Yeah,
haven't.
I was gonna say we've been
Heck
ranting
yeah,
all.
Braxton, let's go, bro.
But this is what happens when you get the three of us together. We just start talking stuff.
Yeah, we ramble.
We do.
So the topic of tonight is actually something that's very important to us. It's actually hang on, I'm missing something here.
It's actually affected all of us in certain ways.
It has. I know that for me and Scott, 6 years ago, we lost one of our best buddies uh, to it, and we actually had when we were planning this show, we were going to dedicate this to Sean's memory, uh, which I like to think that we did a pretty good job.
Pardon me.
Um,
Okay, sissy, love you.
and we brought up the topic of suicide on multiple shows. And most recently, we did the veteran suicide awareness show back in February for Zach's 22-hour marathon.
Yep.
And I come in to find out some new information a few weeks ago, and me and Scott were talking about it. So, hey, what we need to let's talk about this. And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we
Like
are.
I said, something that's near and dear, especially Scott and I. We're both vets, and we've lost way too many brothers and sisters to it. So
Yeah. Um,
Have my
I
buddy.
I personally have had two friends who have committed suicide. One is Sean, and the other one, his name is also Jeremy. He is John Griffin's younger brother. Um, and I think Scott, I know at least two that you've lost.
Four.
Four.
Four in the last 6 years. Sean Taylor, uh, Tom Hobbs, Zach Setzer, and April. I'll always know as April Bowers. So,
We've I've lost a lot of friends
and yeah, I was going to say overall, yeah,
and even a relative to it.
That's
And
gotta be hard.
and I'm not going to mention any names right now, but it's just a lot of heartache for those of us who are living, who know that if they'd have just reached out,
yeah.
you know, if they would have just reached out, said something, done something, we'd much rather see you above ground than below it.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to you talk than attend your funeral.
Every day.
I remember um, when Scott messaged me about Sean. And this was 2 days before my birthday. Um, and it was such a punch because I didn't see that coming. Because Sean has always been one of the nicest and funniest guys around.
Sorry
Uh,
to hear that, Braxton.
oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Um, I had I don't think I knew Sean as long as you did, Scott, but I knew him for about 20 years. We
Right.
worked together for 20 years, traveled the country, all over the place. Last the last time I saw him, we were in Vegas, and we had lunch at Steak and Shake there in the casino that we were staying in, which, which is where we were bowling at too. And he seemed all excited about the coming year. He had already committed to bowling the following year, um, which ended up getting canceled due to COVID.
Right.
Um, and that day I was leaving, I had already parked my car, and me and Sean met up for lunch, talked for a couple hours, and then we left. He went off into the casino area like he always does because he was always hot on the slots.
Oh, it doesn't
Oh,
surprise me. Always.
yeah, I hated that little guy. I don't know how he did it, but he always came out with way more money than he did coming in.
I have been to a casino twice. Once in Vegas.
Which one?
I don't even remember the name of it. I think we were at the Bellagio,
Okay.
but I went in there thinking I'm a great blackjack player. I can play some blackjack, and I had $1,000
Oh no.
that I had set aside just to gamble. That was just my gambling money. I sat down at a blackjack table, and an hour and a half later, I got up with a $5 chip. That was it. And I took my last $5. I put in a $5 Keno machine because I came to Vegas to lose $1,000. I'm going to lose $1,000. I put my last $5 in a $5 Keno machine and hit 1,500.
Oh, nice.
I I was done. I beat Vegas.
Wow.
Then I took my wife down to Southern Indiana. One of her friends worked at one of the casinos down there, and I said, Here's the deal. I don't want to play. Here's $20. Once you're through the 20, you will see if you want to do more or not. She thought she'd be smart and put it in penny slots. A couple hours later, she's like, "This is stupid. I'm done."
I actually used a penny slot to my advantage. It was in Reno, and as part of the a prize that you could get as a bowler is you can win these little crystallized bowling pins, and you had to spend 2 hours on a slot machine. So I took a 20 and went to a penny machine, did minimum bets, and I literally sat there, click, wait, click, wait, click, and I took it right up to 2 hours, like 2 hours and 1 minute. I still had money left out of that 20, and I got that bowling pin.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then that's really the only time I ever, no, that was the second time I gambled, and I never used a slot since. The first time I was dumb. Um, my mom gave me a 20 and pushed me. So I went in a direction and I found what I thought was a nickel machine. And 4 throws later, I was done. It turned out to be a $5 machine. Yeah.
Yeah, good times, good times.
Yeah, I've never been much of a gambler. I like to play poker, but I don't like to gamble for anything really.
Oh, yeah. Poker's fun. But yeah, I never understood how Sean always did so well. And we even asked him. He didn't know. He just liked to play.
Yeah,
We need to have a guys' poker night, Scott.
yeah. We'll see.
It
No,
could be. I've got chips.
Oh, I do too.
no, there was a time that I used to have a poker table. Long, long time ago. I don't know whatever happened to it, but used to have a poker table.
Is that we used to play for laundry quarters in college.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, everybody just show up with $10 roll of quarters, and we'd play for quarters.
If you get hot one night, you got your laundry paid for the rest of the year.
Right. We did it like once a month. Funny thing was, I went to a Christian university.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one because I can come up with some really bad jokes on that. Um, let's talk about some what drives people to committing suicide. There are so many different things out there. Um,
Well, I mean, you have your normal depression. The one though that has really bothered me here of late, and it's kind of the trending thing now, is the bullying,
yeah,
the cyber attacks, the bullying, the constant kids today. When I was a kid, if somebody was bullying me, when I went home from school, once I walked through the door, that ended. Nowadays, it doesn't.
No, no, because with all technology and everything these days,
yeah,
not only does it go from the classroom, you know, or at school,
It goes to
it goes
goes to
Facebook,
social media.
Snapchat, Instagram,
Mhm.
all these other things.
And now
That
with AI,
did someone just spam us there, Jeremy?
Yes, sir.
I get one of those every episode.
And
I
it,
don't
it's
even pay any attention to it anymore.
and it really is. It's sad. I mean, especially younger kids these days. Um,
There's no escape.
No,
amongst between 15 and 24, um, it's like per 100,000 death, the average for 15 to 24 is like 21.6.
And here's the thing: if somebody's bullying you, call Scott or Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, call me. I'll bully them back.
I'll take care of it.
I'm just kidding. um,
what's really scary these days, especially with the use of AI. I remember seeing articles of um, like girls, they were bullied, and there would be pictures or videos doctored with their faces on it, doing sexual activity.
yes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
It really is. And again, I've said this a million times. I really have. While technology is great in the fact that we get to do things like this
Yeah.
and be in front of other people
And
and
information you can find so much faster and quicker.
yeah, all that.
yeah,
But on the same hand,
It's a curse.
we have a mouth, ears, and eyes, hands to gesture with to communicate in person. That's the way we are designed.
yep.
And that level of intimacy that you gain between communicating in person versus over an online substance or social media, it's just not the same.
It's not. And you're
It's
right, Braxton. Absolutely.
sometimes the things that are meant to bring us the closest together kind of make us feel more alone and more isolated.
I have always preferred that in person thing. Like every time that we got together, there's always been, that something special. And using something like this or text messages, I just see that as more or less of a supplement.
Right.
Well, I mean, the truth of it all is
Okay. I'll be right back.
not a problem. The truth of it all is we've got to be united. And I thank God every day for the people that have come into my lives through this and the people that I have got to meet in person through this and the experiences that we've shared. Just in talking with you and Scott and us starting this podcast back in the day and the people we got to meet and the people we got to talk to. I mean, it was just an amazing experience for me. It really did. It really changed my life. It changed my views on certain things.
It changed all of us.
And I mean, for somebody as thick headed as I am, to
You're
change
not the only one, Tim.
to change my views on things, uh, and I can give you a prime example of that. Someone that I've never met in person, but I respect the hell out of her. I think she's the real deal, and I've learned to really appreciate is Miss Jennifer Lee.
Yeah.
She changed my total perspective on psychic medium stuff because you want to talk about somebody who is completely closed off to that world. It was me.
I was too. She turned me around on that. I've
Yeah.
been fortunate enough to have met up with her 3 times now,
Yeah,
and I think we're going to try to meet up again in March when I go to Reno.
it's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite people in this field. But back to the topic at hand here. In meeting all these people, it changed my life. It changed my perspectives, but it also gave me a great. It's kind of funny saying this, but dealing with the paranormal has gave me a greater appreciation for life itself.
Ah, there's Michaela.
Well, hello there, young lady. Will we be seeing you this weekend? She has my adorable little granddaughter, and she is an excellent mommy.
I still can't believe she had a child. Wait a minute, aren't you still just a kid yourself?
Well, you see, her name is changed now.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
She's a married woman now.
she got married right around my birthday.
Yeah, yeah, this past June.
Yeah. Um, another person that affected me because of this show, it affected me because of how it affected. Uh, well, babies can be like that.
That's my granddaughter.
Hey, baby. Hi, Michaela.
She's just getting her comeuppance, believe you me.
One one
That's
person
her
that
mother's
affected
child.
me, and it's mainly because of how she was affected by the show, is Natalie.
Yes.
'Cause
Absolutely, yes.
she had talked about how our show changed her life, and she has mentioned this numerous times.
Yep.
Um, and she even drew us this awesome picture
Amazing picture.
that captured the very essence of all four of us, included Ghost in it.
Do you still have that?
I do.
You should screen share it.
That's a good.
And Michaela, I haven't gotten a Steeler shirt to wear yet, so I can't wear one if I don't have one.
He's supposed to be wearing a 13th Dimension shirt.
The reason I wear this shirt for this episode is you know how I feel about veterans and suicide, so I wore a patriotic shirt.
Absolutely. And
Uh,
I want to go back to what you were talking about what makes a person. I am somebody who's attempted suicide twice. Okay. That
There
is such.
it is.
Yep. That is an amazing picture.
kind
That
of.
is so awesome.
Hang on, pull that back up.
He is.
Scotty's in the box of chicken nuggets.
Yeah. So that's his thing. She got me with the Slim Jim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tim with the I love Vlad because that was his one trick pony, as he called it at the time. And then Crystal, she was the boss of us,
With Ghost.
and holding Ghost. Yeah.
She's still my boss, so
That is
Well, she
very,
always will be.
always.
But yeah, Natalie did. I don't even I can't I don't remember what I'm holding here. I don't remember what that's supposed to be
I don't know.
because I don't remember really bringing anything extra to the show besides the Slim Jims.
need to be a Wendy's chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that would be my thing, but that would kind of take away from Scotch chicken nuggets.
Nah.
Although it does say unsponsored.
And that's what I was going to say, Michaela. Maybe an EMF detector.
Yeah, I guess it
What
could
it
be.
kind of looks like.
It could be that, but I don't really remember utilizing that. No, it wouldn't be a remote control. So, but yeah, that's what. Okay,
I love Vlad. Yeah.
yeah.
And of course, here in the 13th dimension, we bow to no corporate sponsors.
Yes, we do. If you want to pay big bucks, we are okay with that.
Because Scott had the Wendy's, I had the Slim Jims. What'd you have, Tim?
Always a can of pop.
Okay.
I also have this.
Uh,
So Scott brought the chicken, I brought the grease, Tim brought the sugar.
No, mine are all sugar free, thank you.
okay.
Okay.
But it's still all the basic food groups, right?
I've drank nothing but Diet Pop since like 2017,
Hmm.
2015, somewhere in there. I don't know.
So almost 10 years.
Used to drive my kids nuts because they couldn't steal mine.
Actually, that's a plus.
I'm a diabetic, you're right. Crystal drinks Mountain Dew,
I'm
and
not
I drink
diabetic and I
Diet
drink
Cola.
Diet Coke.
That's one drink I cannot drink.
Diet Coke?
No, the Mountain Dew, because it gave me the runs bad. Like within a half hour. So I had to stop drinking that. And that's when I started drinking Sprite.
I'm more of a Diet Pepsi guy.
You know, I can't drink anything dark. So
True that, brother. True that.
Oh, right now I'm burping like crazy.
let's get back to your story, Scott.
Uh, as somebody who has attempted suicide twice, we this is just going on basically on men. So please, uh, we're groomed to never show emotions. Suck it up. You know, so over time, especially at our age, we don't deal with emotions. We let everything bottled up. We get overwhelmed so easy. We take the weight of the world on our shoulders, and sometimes there's no outlet for that.
Right.
You know, to the point where we get extremely overwhelmed. You know,
And
and
I think personally, as a man, I think sometimes we tend to feel like we've been taken for granted more than we have
Yeah.
because we got a lot
Add
of
to
love.
that, Tim, is not just in the home life, but also in the work life too.
Yeah, and I think that too. I mean, let's be real here. We are all blue collar workers, and it's very easy to feel like you've been overlooked for something at work, overlooked for a promotion, overlooked for a job you put in for.
Yep.
It just feels, and being in result driven capacity, we tend to men. I think more logically, think more as a in the sense of realism, so to speak. And I think, when it comes to our careers, especially in a blue collar workforce, it's very easy for them to point out your mistakes but not praise your
success.
success.
Yep.
I think we live in a world of what ifs. Or
The whole big world
I
is.
don't. I don't know about what is, but as a father, we are meant to be the protector and the provider, and like I said, I'm not saying anything against women. I got it. I don't. I'm a
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? But
Women, I think, and
we think
I'm not a woman, so please don't hold this against me. But I really feel like women tend to be the worriers.
But see,
Women
I'm
to
a
be
Pisces. I
women
worry all the fucking time.
women tend to be more futuristic in their thoughts.
They can be, but they can also be your worst nightmare. How many times have we seen Mama Bear come out?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Shakespeare said it best. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah,
Probably,
true.
probably the truest statement you'll ever hear.
But but I think women take on a lot of stress in the home as far as worrying goes. Men tend to, in the home life, tend to be a little more laid back. And I think women take on more of the stress at home. I think men take on more of the stress when it comes to their work life.
Well, there's an easy explanation for that because back before we were born, it was predominantly women staying home while men doing going to work.
Right.
That's how it was back then, and
Right.
that was probably I don't want to say inherited, but somehow,
I think the stereotypes play a big part into it.
yeah.
If you walk into someone's home and it's completely wrecked and trashed, your first thought is
They're lazy.
the woman.
No,
It tends to reflect back on a female. I think female take on that nurturing role. They take on the nesting role of keeping the place clean and for their children and things like that. It's just one of those things. I think women take on those roles kind of naturally, but it's due to the way we've been conditioned. The society has conditioned us,
Yeah.
and you're right, Michaela.
and I don't think that's fair.
Well, you guys have seen it. You come into my house, you know a woman doesn't live here. But at the same time, my house isn't a wreck either.
Right.
And something else too, men joke about suicide more,
Yeah.
especially military men.
Military. Yeah, we do. We
I
do.
remember talking with a veteran buddy of mine once, and he was talking about getting a gun, buying a new gun. And I said, "Oh, are you going to measure the gun by mouthfeel?" As a joke, you know. But I think we joke about it a lot more.
I actually had to get on this kid. I won't name him, but he's somebody that I bowl with at nationals, and he was having a hard time, really struggling. He's a good bowler, and he said something about killing himself when he gets home because he can't bowl so bad. And I kind of laid in on him about that, and it shook him. And then I explained, hey, I've had two buddies of mine who did commit suicide, and one of them was a bowler, and he changed his tune real quick.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's nothing to joke around about. It really isn't.
No.
But as men, we tend to take things a little more lightheartedly. And
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, and this is the bad part too, because we never know when somebody's being serious because we joke around about it so much. And I know Scott will attest this too. Vets have the sickest sense of humors you will ever meet. It's the God's honest truth. We have a very dark sense of humor,
And
and
we have to. We have to.
it stems from them putting it in our brains. You know,
what gets me is when people start posting really disturbing stuff on Facebook. When they say that, there's no place in the world for me, or it's all over, or I have nothing to live for. Like Sean, all he posted was "I'm sorry,"
Yeah.
and not 10 minutes later he was gone. I saw that post about 4 hours after he made it, and I never made the connection until you messaged me about that night.
And it kills me. It kills me that so many people feel so alone.
Yeah.
It really does. And the funny thing is you know, uh, so many people that do it have families that are depending on them.
Hmm.
Have and they can't. I don't know if it's that they can't handle the stress of it all, or if it's and thankfully, I've actually heard about this being a real thing. Thankfully, some businesses are finally starting to give people mental health days.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that started about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have those, but like any place, we get if we get to that point, you can reach out for help free of cost, and I think that's important.
Hmm.
yeah. We have the free cost thing, and now they're talking about giving us two paid mental health days a year next year.
That's pretty cool. See, Huntington wouldn't do that, and yeah, Braxton. That yeah, there's a lot of jokes about that, and that's rough. You know,
I have very, I have no tolerance for people like that.
Yeah,
Especially for those that are making jokes of something that's happening like right now. Remember when the Titan submarine thing was happening? There was a lot of people making jokes, and oh, it's making my blood boil.
yeah, it's and I'm
the thing
very
that really makes me mad is the documentary I watched on the Titan Explorer.
I'm proud of you, Michaela, for doing that. I really am. And just so y'all know, I am receiving help through the VA. I am getting help through for my anxiety, my PTSD, and everything. So, and I'm on my medicine. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
but it still don't help because that's the thing. Let me rephrase that. It helps to a certain point, but some of these medicines you got to read about them. May cause suicidal thoughts. Well, guess what? Isn't that why I'm taking this to help me not have those? That's the hardest thing. There's medications out there that are actually having people think of suicidal thoughts. And I want to jump back
And
to teenagers. Yes, especially teenage girls. No offense,
yeah.
Michaela, you're not a teenager no more. But there was an instant where this girl was dating a guy, and he was telling her how he felt, and he thought about doing it. And she started texting him, do it, blah blah blah. And
I remember doing that.
the kid did it, and she actually got brought up on charges.
I
yeah,
remember reading about that. It,
not only that, but the NFL just lost a player
Dallas Cowboys,
from the Dallas Cowboys to suicide.
yeah, Tuesday. And he even reached out and was telling family members that he was not right.
That he
And he
was.
played Monday night.
what
That
what
is,
what I'm curious to see if his brain gets donated, because I would love to know if he was a victim of CTE. And
maybe.
for those of you who aren't aware of CTE, it's like in a very very advanced concussion. to the point where it just really messes you up to where you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what's going on around you, you lash out because there have been football players and wrestlers that have murdered their families and killed themselves because CTE damaged them beyond repair. But the problem with this is that you cannot diagnose CTE until after they're dead.
Right. And I'm assuming you're talking about Chris Benoit.
I am. But this is actually going on.
I know wrestling. I was just leading on a little bit.
But it was happening before Chris Benoit too. There
Right.
were football players.
Yes.
Um,
And concussions are nothing to take lightly.
no,
If you look at the top of my head, you can tell. I know Jeremy's experienced concussion. Um,
it was never officially,
I've seen the top of your head before, Tim.
but I have no doubt that I had one.
it's
But
it's
nobody ever said I had it or not.
it's right there. See that big dent in my head.
I don't know about that. I know that flat
It
spot.
was,
Between that and playing football, yeah, I've had my bell ring enough times.
yeah. But yeah, I remember seeing that in the news where the girl was actually encouraging him to do that. And who would be stupid enough to do that?
But to provoke somebody?
Well, that teenage girl that you
Well,
were talking about.
once again, that goes back on not to just parenting to the parents, but technology. Technology allows anybody. Look how many people troll.
Yeah,
I mean, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, dude. People can
We've
get
been
on there,
we've been trolled.
say what they want, and there's
We
literally no consequences. Back in our
we've been
day,
trolled. Remember back in the day when we had all those trolls going through the network and
yeah, but back in our day, there was only one way we could solve problems like that. These. Now you can't like you. Okay, where does Bobby Joe Hinklemeyer live? Oh, I got to get all these places. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
yeah, it's free reign. I mean, you know, like Tim said,
I think
technology is a blessing and it's a curse.
It
I
is.
think I think the younger generation too, like Scott said, when we were kids, one, we could escape it. Two, oh,
Yes, Braxton.
what was the best way to deal with a bully when you were growing up?
You punched him in the mouth.
Mhm. Nowadays, if you did that, you get brought up on charges.
You do.
Right.
Even back then. I mean, what I'm saying.
Nearly as much back then as you do now. These days, it's to the point where uh, parents are afraid to smack their kids.
Child abuse. No,
Yeah,
but yeah, there's got to be. But Braxton, yeah, he had reached out to her. I don't know if they broke up or whatever, but saying that he was thinking about doing it, was going to do it, and she was texting him, "Yes, you should do it." Blah blah blah. So
I remember back when I was a teenager, back in high school. There was this kid. I don't remember where this happened,
Come
but
on.
it was on the news. This girl had just broken up with this guy. They were, I want to say they were both juniors. I can't swear to that.
yes, sir, it
Jeremy,
was Braxton.
And he was on the
Jeremy,
phone with her.
did I call it?
What? Oh,
That's not Toodles, that's Con.
Is that Con? I
give-
was going to ask if it was Con. I knew it wasn't, but yeah, I knew it was Con.
No, it wasn't Toodles. He's white.
so anyway, this kid was driving. He was on the phone with the girl trying to get her back, and she wouldn't do it. And then all of a sudden he said, "Okay, well, you're going to be sorry." He swerved his car into the next lane and hit a semi head on, killed instantly.
And see, it's yeah. I don't know why. I mean, we love women, and they drive us crazy sometimes.
Yes, they do.
And while you're in here, remember if you're having those thoughts, you can always text to 988, and you can also reach out 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-TALK.
And if you're watching the show and you don't feel comfortable doing either one of those things, I'm on Facebook. Send me
Yep,
a message.
yep. I'm on
Like I
Facebook.
said, I'd rather talk to you tonight than
Then hear
attend.
about you tomorrow in a bad way. Just saying.
I'm going to put that here in the chat.
And I'm just curious, Braxton. How old are you, brother? How old is Braxton? Do you know, Jeremy?
I do not.
He was saying something about changing his license. He must be pretty young.
Yeah, what was that other number you said?
1-800-273-TALK.
Okay.
8255. So,
There's Mr. Toodles.
yes, if anything is going through your mind like this, reach out. Reach out to anybody. Me, Tim, Jeremy, a friend.
Yeah, I really wish that Sean would have reached out to one of us.
And just don't reach out to one. If one person won't answer, keep going. Don't give up. That
Yeah.
is the biggest thing.
There's always.
Awesome, brother. He's 32 years old, and you guys said he sounded like
Oh, I thought you were much younger than that. You were talking about changing your license. I was like, man, he must be close to
and
21.
Braxton. You don't. I know I'm old. I know I'm almost 20 years older than you, which is really odd to say. But you don't have to call me sir. You can call me Scott. You can call me midget. I don't care.
Oh, don't
Just
call
don't call me late for dinner because I get angry. Okay, I like food.
Jeremy used to get a real kick about seeing Scott and I next to each other.
me. Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy gets a kick seeing me next to anybody that's
Well,
6 foot
especially
tall.
Tim because of how tall he is. But it's not so much that the height difference between you two is because you keep humping the damn leg all the time.
It's accessible. Okay.
I know. I still can't believe you humped him in public doing DeadCon. Remember
Jeremy,
that?
if there's anything you should have learned about Scott and I by now, anything at all, it's that we are the same people at home, at work,
Oh, I know.
public.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the same two guys, no matter what.
I
Yeah.
know, but I don't
Yes,
see you
Chris.
humping anybody's legs.
Yes, Chris. I will hump a leg like a chihuahua on a stuffed teddy bear.
Yeah, and it don't matter whose leg it is.
Yeah, I feel you, Braxton, because unlike Jeremy and Tim, who are substantially decently in height, I am not.
I'm 6'3".
And Jeremy's like 5'10".
Yeah.
And then there comes me, the itty bitty guy, 5'1",
Scott
110
had been
pounds.
trying for years to get me, and he finally got me last year, I think. Um, at that
My
one.
leg is the only thing he can do it to us. He'd have to jump to get any higher.
I'll just get you drunk and we'll go out to the woods or find a fence or something. I'm gonna stick your head in it.
Um,
And I appreciate that, Braxton. I really do. And I absolutely get it because I do call people sir. So, Michaela, you're not much taller there, girlfriend.
I don't think I've ever seen you two standing side by side.
Michaela
Kayla,
is,
Kayla, I think is 5'4", 5'5".
Is she?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a couple inches taller than I am.
Crystal's 5'3".
Yep.
Maddie's 5'4", 5'5".
No, I think Maddie's 5'6".
Mason's about 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he big boy.
Uh, he he's got he's got me beat by about 40 pounds now.
No kidding. Damn.
Yeah.
He's a big old boy now,
Michaela, 5'4". Ooh.
and I'd hate to get hit by him. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
He
I don't need no slack from you, Damon.
He, I'll tell you one thing though. That boy works like a dog.
wow. I gotta say I find that surprising because he was military for a while.
Mason,
He was JRTC.
he was GROTC. They wouldn't take him in the military. He had a seizure his senior year, and that disqualified him.
I remember that when you guys called me when you
Yeah.
were rushing him to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
I'll put
scary.
it to you this way: I found out how fast that Mustang will go.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Um,
Thanks, Steven.
Another thing that I want to
Ain't
touch
nothing
on
wrong with that, brother.
is stupid reasons why people would do themselves in. So let I want to use this as an example.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Guy's dating a girl, and she is actually married to somebody else with the promise of leaving the husband to go with him and make all kinds of promises and everything, this, that, and then finally, for whatever reason, she decides no, and they work together. And then all of a sudden, she turns him in for sexual harassment. And now he feels like he has no recourse but to end it all.
You
And
know,
yet, that woman cannot be held accountable for it. Like the teenage girl who encouraged her ex. Was it her ex boyfriend or were they still dating at that time?
I don't think it matters.
yeah.
Okay.
It,
Well, in this case, they're exes, and now he feels like he has no recourse but to end it all, and she can't be held accountable for it, even though she is the sole reason for all of it.
well, and that's just the biggest thing is no accountability. Like you can say that kind of stuff to people. It is what it is. But for somebody to say, okay, you said that to them, they did it, you know, we're going to bring charges on you. In a sense, it's kind of a hard thing to do. You know, what are you going to get them for? I mean, you could probably get them for involuntary manslaughter or something. Which I think is what that girl's charges were. But
It should be.
it's a matter of just stooping that low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the audacity to do that to somebody.
Yeah,
And there for a while too, it became kind of a fad for young people.
it did.
It really did. And I'm finally glad that people are speaking out against it with the young kids saying, look, this isn't something trendy to do. This isn't something cool. This isn't something that should be admired.
Right.
I know on the other flip side of things, there's also an uptick in older patients
Thank you, Chris.
with
That's
dementia.
yeah. I want to get my soda.
Um, Older patients with dementia who have decided to go out on their own terms.
I do know that there are some states that actually have supported
Tactic.
Assisted suicide.
assistance.
Assisted suicide.
Yeah,
Good working.
I do know that there are some states that have that to where it's legal.
Okay, so since you're bringing that up, here's some statistics. Like I said earlier, this is based on 100,000 people, a percentage. This is men. Okay.
Real
I,
quick, Scott, is this something that you can send to me and I can put it on, or you can share so we can put it on the screen while you're reading it?
yeah, I can send it to you right now.
Okay.
You want it in your chat?
Yeah, yeah. Send it to me, and I will put it up on the screen so that everybody can have a chance to read it while you're talking
Oh my
about
gosh.
Done.
Cat. Psst. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
it. Yep. We
Yes.
heard
The cat is
it
playing.
last night too, Tim.
Huh?
We heard it last night too. It looked like two of them were fighting.
No, this cat, Toodles, is under the table, and we have one of those scratching pad things that has the ball that goes around in it,
Okay.
and he is
Oh,
knocking
right.
the ball around in it.
So when you're talking about dimension and stuff, if you look at the bar or statistics, this is based on 2022. 75 and older is 43.7. That's men compared to 4.8 on women. And look at 65 to 74, still 26.8. Those are crazy statistics.
55 to 64.
29.3, which is odd because that's almost my age range. But look at our ages and look at the range. Like,
Yeah, our age range is the second highest statistic. I mean, I'm not speaking for Jeremy
Well, I'm
because
45.
I was
but
just okay. Yeah, you're right there at that
I'm
age. I
45.
couldn't remember if you were 44 or 45.
Yeah.
and but look at women, even women's
It was when I was
between the ages of 45 and 54, women's spikes up
Yeah, that's actually the highest
a
age
whole
range.
percentage. And I think a lot of that really has to start doing with when health problems start coming in.
45 to 64. And I don't know about these people, but my thing is I'm in that age range between 45 and 64. I'm 48, and you start thinking, "Oh God, I'm never going to be able to retire."
Right. And Braxton, you're
here's
throwing up some good stuff
the
up there,
second
brother.
highest, Tim. 2534. That's the second highest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30.2.
yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
And you know, it is. And I don't
These are all right there.
listen.
25 to 34, and I'm going to be blunt here. I think the reason that number is so high for men is because we everybody knows that young girls plan out their wedding, they plan out their life, but men do too. And a lot of times when things don't go according to the plan, it's also the highest age range for divorce,
Yeah.
25 to 34. And then you look at 45 to 64, that's one of the higher age ranges for losing a spouse,
Yeah.
not
And
due to suicide.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know if I brought this up to you guys before, but when I was hurt, um, the thought never came to my mind of actually doing it. Although I did have what's called the call of the void, which is completely different from suicidal thoughts. I've actually had a couple people asking me, "Hey, are you okay?" Because one of them flat out said she was worried that I was having suicidal thoughts, and I thought, "No, I got too much shit to do. I don't care if I'm still laying in this bed. I've got shit to do.
Right.
Yeah, I can't die right now. I ain't got time to die."
Right.
And I
I
think
always
that
felt,
that becomes part of it. I mean, as a society, we're a busy society.
and I think everybody at some point in their life has thought about it. I know I have. I've gone over the scenario in my head of what I would do.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, I think it's ingrained in us as human beings to think about it. Uh,
I agree with that. I really do.
because the truth is life is hard and it sucks for everybody.
Yeah.
I had a boss that used to say it best. Life is a big old shit sandwich, and every morning you got to get up and take you a big old soggy bite out of it.
It's not wrong.
And you know,
Braxton brings up a good point. Actually, my dad and I were talking about this last week. The Tide Pod challenge.
Hey,
When you was talking about trends earlier, Scott, the Tide Pod challenge. Who in the hell came up with that?
the biggest act of idiocracy I have ever seen
I
in
don't
my
know.
life.
I just want to, yeah. That's, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh because it's, but like, whose idea? Hey, let me try this. I want to see what it tastes like. We used to get soap in our mouths. We know what it tastes like. I'm just saying.
Hi,
Hey,
Natalie.
Natalie, I'm
We were
sorry.
talking about you earlier. We love you. We showed your picture that you drew.
yeah,
Hi, Natalie.
we're still amazed by that picture. We're
Yes,
just seeing it around.
Braxton. Yes.
I will be right back. I'm going to mute for a second.
Yes. Denmark. Hi, Natalie. I'm glad you stopped in.
Okay, so am I good to take the picture down, or are we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, yep. We were talking about you there for a minute.
I really don't like this camera. It looks like I'm. Why does it always look like I'm looking up?
It might have something to do with the glare of the screen on your
Yeah,
glasses.
maybe. Yeah, there's some crazy things, Braxton, especially in knockout challenge. That's that's that in sense is just scary. It really is. Because it makes you really want to look over your shoulder each time. People just running by and knock you out.
Now, what is this MacBook, the Chrome MacBook challenge? I don't
I,
know anything. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know either.
Yeah,
You
I,
may
I,
have to
I
explain that one, Braxton.
yeah, I remember the Tide Pod challenge because I could not believe. Well, first that somebody even thought about trying this, and somehow word got out. I don't know if I knew somebody that did that, I wouldn't be talking
Yeah,
about it.
just
I wouldn't want to.
digesting that kind of chemical is just not good.
I'm back.
Yeah.
The coffee knocked on the front door.
Ah,
Nice.
That's why I always go right before the show, Tim.
I did.
Oh, and it still got you.
I drank a cup of coffee during the show, Jeremy.
Oh, that is true. This glass here was full, and it's down to here right now.
Oh, Jeremy, I
So,
uh, I talked to one of my sales reps at work.
Yeah.
I now know why I go to the bathroom so much.
Well, I know of two reasons why you would go
Well, I
because
do.
because you drink so much.
I drink. I drink a lot.
Yeah.
Don, I agree. I
There's
actually
actually
agree.
this actually
Hurry
ties
up,
into
Tim.
the same thing. I drink a lot and I pee a lot because every bit of medication that I'm on for diabetes is designed to push every bit of sugar in your bloodstream out through your urine.
Okay. I have heard another thing about that is that if you're diabetic and you're having all of this extra sugar,
So does that catch on fire then, Damon?
that alone is coming out. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the medicine itself. It's just that all that extra sugar breaking down.
That's crazy.
Uh,
But
so
it's not. It doesn't even have to be sugar. Like anything that I eat.
wait a minute, hold on. Chrome MacBook challenges kids setting fires on school laptops while in class. What the hell is going on with kids these days?
Me whistling there is me trying to keep my mouth shut.
Okay, you know what? We've all done stupid shit at school. We all have.
Not me.
I got caught with these in the men's room.
You got caught with men in the men's room.
But setting fire,
Well, you know,
I can't even say that. Somebody actually did set fire in one of my classrooms, but it wasn't intentional. I can tell you that.
One of my teachers set my hair on fire.
is that what happened?
No, it was over here. Big
Oh,
group.
okay.
No, my what I have always told Tim is that he is so smart that his brain has swelled up, pushing all the hair follicles out of his skin.
No, that ain't it either. My buddy Mike had the best analogy for men losing their hair.
Okay.
As men get older, the pimples from our face travel across the top of our head, taking the hair, planting it all down our back till it all ends up on our ass.
Yeah, me and Jeremy don't have that problem. We got pretty good head of hair.
You
Yeah,
guys must have good skin.
and I don't have hair on my back either.
Oh, I do.
Well, I know you do.
I'm hairy from here down.
I am not.
Um,
I have hair on my toes.
speaking of high school students, I do need to share that. I don't think I've ever shared this before, but when I was when I just got into high school, it was the it was the first or the second day of my freshman year. A senior had shot himself, um, like the day before first day of school, and it might have been the second day that we found out about this. Um, Shot himself, and nobody knows why. And I remember it was my English teacher. I can still see her crying on the sitting on the desk, crying because she knew this kid. and it was never understood why he did it. The year before, another kid, I don't think it was so much a suicide as maybe an accidental death, but he was sniffing glue and he drowned in the school pool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Braxton, yes, if that happens again, they are going to come across somebody who does that. Because I know I always have my pew pew. And yes, Chris, that is tragic. And you know, even at a young age, even as teenagers, there's always pressures of school, society, and that makes it rough. You know, it really does, especially school. These kids get pounded, and I don't know how it is now, but I remember always having tons of homework.
Well, it's not so much
How
Go
the
ahead, raise your hand, Tim.
how old were you guys?
I,
I just going to ask this question. How old were you guys when you looked in the mirror one day and you're like, holy crap? You have that moment of, I'm not a kid anymore. I've got to grow up. I've got to do things differently. I can't sit around and play anymore. I mean, it smacked me in the face when I was about 15 or 16.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was
I
like
was
all of a
I'm an
sudden,
adult.
all of a sudden the weight hit your shoulder for the first time. You know what I mean? I remember I went out and I got a job and I started doing things differently. My mannerisms changed, my behaviors changed.
I don't think it ever really hit me like that because my mom and dad had always groomed me, even when I was a freshman, groomed me to try to get ready for the working world.
Well,
So
see, I can honestly say I've been working since I was 10. I baled hay, detasseled corn, shoveled people's driveways, mowed yards,
Yeah,
did
I
all
mow
kinds
yards and stuff,
of that.
but
Even before that, I had a paper route.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
I've always done that. But there's that moment when you look in the mirror one day and you realize everything's about to change.
I was
Your
15.
entire life.
My dad
15.
had my dad had his first heart attack and was not able to work. I went into the working field. I went out and got a job to help my parents.
Yeah.
that would be traumatic.
Yeah.
So, and like, I still, you talk about a guy who played sports all year long, whether it was football, baseball, basketball. I even did swim team. So
Shoot, we used to go shovel the court off at Memorial Park to play.
I shoveled my driveway so I could play basketball, you know. But once dad had his heart attacks and he wasn't able to work, I had to jump in
Yeah.
because I was the baby. I'm the baby of the family, and all my brothers and sisters were out. You know, they weren't living at the house.
So you were the same situation as me.
Yes,
My second youngest sibling is almost 9 years older than I am.
And I'm the opposite. I'm the oldest in my family. So for me, it was a matter of setting an example, being being like my father,
right.
being setting that example of a good work ethic, setting the example of striving toward your goals. Um, I think a lot of times the oldest kid tends to have those thoughts in their head way too young.
Usually, the oldest is the one that has the most responsibilities, and that could probably be another reason why suicide at such a young age is. so high because they
Yeah,
can't deal with the pressures of the real world.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And it's when that's why I brought up that slap in the face moment. You know, when you look in the mirror and you realize you're going to have to change, and and that's one of those things is, you know, it's when you start to feel the pressure of the real world knocking for the first time.
Yeah, because when something like that happens, like I said, my very first job, I worked at Ponderosa. I would give my parents my check. I mean, I remember helping them,
I so
giving them so they can pay the water bill or groceries. You know, but what
Now,
was weird, getting into my 20s, then you live the party life, right? You're out there having a good time, and then all of a sudden you're like, it like hits you a second. I don't know about you guys, but it hit me a second time. I'm like, man, like I mean, when I say like a second time, I mean like within the last 11 years, it hit me for a second time.
well,
I'm like,
Scott,
man, I'm a dad. I
Scott
have,
has an advantage over Jeremy here in knowing me during my partying years a little bit more.
I was very calm and collected back then.
Sure, you were,
but
but I used to when I drank heavily. If you remember, I got either real quiet or real mean, and
usually it's one or the other. Well, no, no, it's you're a mean drunk or you're a pass out drunk.
or you're a super friendly drunk. I have another friend that when he gets drunk, he goes around and gives everybody high fives.
hey,
Hey man, high five! Hey
I was
man, high
fun.
five!
I was fun.
We're happy drunk.
I remember the story that you told me where you woke up in a stranger's backyard
Oh yeah,
in
that
Orlando.
wasn't just drinking though. That was when I was still doing drugs.
Oh, okay. I thought that was drinking.
I went to a New Year's Eve party and
Ooh,
got so belligerent that I still don't know where the outfit went that I wore that night. And that's been damn near 30 years ago.
Well, let's put it this way: your outfit went to the Gators.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I was living in Florida at the time and I passed out in some lady's backyard.
it happens.
And about 3 blocks from my house and nothing but my underwear.
Well, at least in Florida, it's warm.
True.
Even on most nights, it's still warm, depending on the season.
But I'm just saying I was 23 and I met this very lovely young lady that had a little girl, and I started getting very serious with this young lady who's in the back bedroom right now. And I said, they're not going to see me like that. That was my second growing up.
Yeah.
They
Like,
will never, ever see me like that.
Listen,
it took me a
your
while to get
your
that to
living
that
room,
second point.
Tim?
What's that?
Did you flip your living room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're against the wall that's lined up with the dining room.
Yeah,
Yes.
where the TV used to be.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was trying
TV,
to figure out how you had this. Okay.
the TV is over there now.
Trying to figure out how you had this because I couldn't tell if you had the camera on mirror where everything is backwards.
No, it's just we've changed a lot of things around.
Okay.
Now that it's just her and I living here, a lot of things are different.
Ah,
Here, here.
I've been meaning to stop by to hang out sometime. But I've been on the road so much that when I get home, I just want to stay home.
I trust me.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Uh,
boring around here now. I get home from work, we eat dinner, we find a show to binge watch, and we binge watch it.
So that slap in the face moment, I think in a way I kind of had that here in the last couple of years because I have been home so much, and now I'm actually seeing the end of the tunnel finally, and it's hit me that one of a couple different things can happen. One is that I may never be able to go back to work to the blue collar job that you referred to before, um, or I may have to go back, and that's a scary thought because I don't want to go back there.
Well, you may have to find something completely different.
Right. Well, that's why I'm trying. That's why doing my books, so that I can use that to fall back on. But when you're talking about looking in the mirror and realizing, oh shit, I gotta change my ways, or I can't do this or that anymore. So it's not so much that I have to grow up; it's the fact that I have to go back to where I was.
Yeah.
So in a way, I kind of have that moment, just different.
And speaking to my fellow veterans out there real quick, when we get out, there's kind of that slap in the face again as well. Especially for active duty service members who are living on base and have their housing paid for and their things like that are taken care of for them. Now they have to provide all that for themselves. It's almost a little bit like getting out of prison.
And it becomes extremely overwhelming.
Yes.
So kind of going with that train of thought there, since both of you are veterans, and because veteran suicide is so incredibly high right now, what do you think is more of the reason why they do it? Could it be because they are suffering from what they have done while they were in the military? Some of the like the PST,
PTSD.
yeah. Um,
I think PTSD plays a huge role in it.
Yep.
but could it
I think
also be what you were talking about because they're transitioning from the military life to
civilian life.
civilian life, and they can't handle that?
I
Which
think that plays a big role in it.
Yeah, there's
I
a
also think
numerous.
I also think that you have to remember something, okay? In order for the military to make you into the person that you need to be, they have to break you mentally and rebuild you in the way they need you to be. But the way they need you to be isn't necessarily the way society needs you to be. So that transition sometimes really, really, really is hard to reprogram your brain from what they've programmed into your brain in the first place.
In simple form, okay, I wasn't trained to fight, right? I was in the army. I was trained to unalive people over and over and over and over and over for eight
Without
years. That's what I
without
was trained.
emotion, without feeling, without when you're trained to unalive somebody, you're trained that your only feeling is a slight recoil.
So
see,
to make a huge adjustment is hard. Say what?
I can't even imagine how that's got to be.
And
That
then some of these guys, they go to war and a lot of them say it's an adrenaline rush, but when they come back, they're that rush isn't there anymore. All that training to unalive people and all that adrenaline rush from a firefight and stuff to come back to society and there's nothing. So then what do? They rely on alcohol, rely on drugs, and a lot of times that
Yeah.
becomes extremely overwhelming. And
And
the
that's not
VA
even
is not even better.
that's not even to mention the number of vets that come back on painkillers.
Right. In the VA, it's hard to get in the VA. They called me today. I had an appointment coming up. Now it's not till was today, the 7th.
Yeah.
So my appointment was supposed to be on the 20th, and now it's pushed back even further to December 6th. So how am I effectively supposed to get the mental help that I need if every time they're pushing you back further and further and further? It's just not accessible like it should be.
Right.
So let me ask you this, Scott. Is this something that a friend like myself, Tim, is this something that we could help you get through, like a get together? If you need to talk, you can talk to us. We may not be able to give you, um, I don't know if I want to call it medical advice or maybe even clinical advice, but would
Sometimes the best, sometimes the best way to help somebody is just to listen.
yeah. So
Absolutely, Adon. Absolutely. I hope I'm saying that right.
Sue, his name is Sue.
Sue?
Yeah,
Sue Adam.
I'm pretty sure because we actually kind of went through that a few weeks ago.
Right
He
on.
explained
I
it to
love it.
pronounce his name.
And like, I have no problem talking to you or Tim or Jason, but you get, and everybody says, well, they're your buddies. That'll mean more. Yes and no, because at the same time,
You have the shame.
the shame, and I'm afraid of, and I know it wouldn't happen, but the thought of judgment's there. But if I talk to a stranger who don't know me, yeah, they might judge me a little bit. But see, the problem is talking to a stranger. What's the one thing you got to learn how to do? You got to open up. You got to talk about your feelings. So it's a win-win lose-lose situation.
It is.
Well, with us,
Sometimes it's hard to bring your personal life out and share with somebody else your personal struggles, especially as men, because we're conditioned to not show weakness.
that's true.
I mean, could you imagine me coming just bawling like a little baby to you guys? Honestly, think about that. Compared to how you know me, the goofy, crazy. You know how, in a sense, heartbreaking that would be for you guys and me. Seriously,
I can definitely understand feeling that way, um, but at the same time, over the years, just the three of us have been through so much. Now I know you weren't able to, but Tim had seen me at my absolute worst. Um, but I know if I needed to unleash or vent or whatever to either one of you two, I wouldn't have a single problem doing that.
right?
But at the same time, I don't have PTSD.
I don't believe that I have PTSD. For those of you who don't know me, I was in the Navy, and I saw the bottom of the ship most days. Just to be honest, the military for me was a little different, but like Sue said, there is the angle of the community, of the brotherhood that you lose when you come back to civilian life.
Yep.
I mean, you eat, sleep, everything with these guys for so long, and then that's taken from you,
Yeah.
and it's
And
it's
Tim
almost
was in the Navy, so he slept with a lot of them.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, Scott. I knew it was coming.
But on a serious note about you being in the Navy, I cannot imagine how stressful that's got to be because you're on the boat, you're in the ocean.
Oh, let me tell you something.
There's nowhere to go.
The most heartwarming thought you can have is knowing you're in the middle of the ocean with no land for miles, hundreds of miles around you, on a chunk of floating steel built by the lowest bidder.
Yep.
Wake
And,
up to that thought every morning.
and Braxton,
Yeah.
Braxton, you are absolutely right. I am not a combat veteran, just so y'all know. I've never been overseas, so my PTSD is different. Um, I guess I would say I don't have combat PTSD. My PTSD extends from Hurricane Katrina in Mississippi, seeing the destruction and smelling death. I still have flashbacks from that, especially when I see buildings being torn down or are torn down or certain smells, and it all comes back. So
Braxton, I may have been in the Navy, but I was never either one of those two things. I was too afraid of catching something that I couldn't get rid of.
so I just want to clarify, I am not a combat veteran.
Yeah,
So
neither am I.
But going through that, because I know that Katrina was one of the absolute worst hurricanes in American history. So yeah, that's
yeah,
well,
there was just death everywhere, and
it,
that's
in
the
a way, even though it wasn't war, you basically did go through a war zone.
there was
Yeah,
guys in the unit that had been to war that were down there and said it, that like Ocean Springs and Biloxi and all that some of those places were more in shambles than places they seen overseas. So it makes it hard. I
Yeah,
mean, even sitting here, and I talk about it, but even right now, as I'm going through it, I'm thinking about everything that I seen down there, and like I said, certain smells, rotten bananas, and stuff like that, and just seeing some people because even though it's supposed to be a humanitarian mission, there's times it didn't feel like that because we felt like that you just couldn't do enough for these people, but yet people wanted to come up and they wanted to cook for me and give me this and that when I'm supposed to be there helping them. So that just proves how the South is. God, but love
yeah.
serving people. Their hospitality,
yes,
uncomparable.
I made a joke about the South last night. Believe you me, my folks are from southeastern Kentucky. I was practically raised in the South half my life,
That is awesome, brother.
and
and that's why their show got cut off so early last night because he made a joke about the South.
no, that wasn't what did it.
That was pretty good though, dude.
May have been the funniest thing I've ever said on one of these podcasts, Jeremy.
Well, Scott, we don't want the blame to go solely on you. We need to pass the buck.
Listen, I knew once I said that certain president in that country, I knew I was taking a risk. I just didn't think they would actually turn me off on it.
Yeah, because when I
Braxton, believe you me, I didn't miss out on that much. It was just one, my job didn't allow me to get off the ship too often.
He messed with some high explosive stuff.
No, my job was power. Granted, I know how to make some of that high explosive stuff out of a
You
microwave.
cannot say that.
But I
well, he
did.
can say that he knows. He just can't tell anybody how to do it.
Exactly.
And
I was a
I
nuclear
appreciate
chick.
you, Braxton.
Uh, Gentlemen, it is 10 o'clock, so we're hitting that 2 hour mark. I know we only intended to go 1 hour.
I thought it was 2 hours.
Oh,
I was prepared to do two.
I
oh,
was.
I thought you guys because normally I'm blocked at 1 hour, but
All right. Braxton, I'm going to find you on Facebook to send you a request, dude. You go people
Absolutely.
on my book, and
is he on Facebook?
I don't know, but if
He's
you are,
no,
Anybody out
he's on
Anybody out there, you're more
YouTube.
than welcome to send me a friend request. My last name is Kohler, spelled just like the bathroom fixtures, Kohler.
and mine's Wilson, Scott C. Wilson. You see,
Yeah, don't forget the C.
yeah,
Don't forget the C. Um, I'm
You'll
going to
see.
start a new thing on this show with everybody that I have on, and I want to see how well it does because I see it on another person's show, and I really like the idea. So you two are going to be my guinea pigs.
oh no,
Um, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory here. For those of you who watch wrestling, I am a big fan of Chris Van Vliet and his Insight Show. And he always does positivity and all on all of that. He gets his guests to get real personal and tell like real stories instead of just wrestling stories. And at the end of every show, he likes to ask everybody the same question, and it's all about gratitude because he says that gratitude is a big part of his life. And some of the responses are just so amazing, and I want to bring that out onto this show. So, Scott, Tim, what are three things that you guys are grateful for right now?
Uh, my faith, my family, and my friends.
I couldn't have said it any better. I absolutely agree. I'm grateful for my God, my Lord and Jesus Savior, my family, and always my friends. Because without those three, I wouldn't be here. And
Yeah.
that's the honest to God truth. What about you, Mr. York?
Me?
Yes, you.
I'm going to put friends and family together because a lot of my friends, well, no, not a lot, but some of my friends are my family, like you two. And we're going to throw Crystal into the mix. Hey, I got her name right this time. I still can't believe I called her Scott. Did I really call her Scott?
Hmm.
You said your wife, Scott. Sometimes it feels like that.
I
Wow,
will find you.
I can I cannot believe I did. But then again, I gave Scott a different last name on the very first episode we did.
You did. You put Scott Smith.
Yeah, I know. And as soon as I said that, I was like, oh shit. So I'm putting friends and family together because some of my friends I consider to be family.
Since you won, brother, I got you. Damn,
Oh, he is on. Okay.
dude. Braxton's a good looking dude, man.
Uh,
Amen, brother. You're a good looking fella. Good Lord. I hope you don't mind me showing that. Look at that dude. Yeah, good looking
Man,
dude, man.
there's
you don't look
too much of a glare on him.
Maybe it was his high forehead like Tim's. Sorry, Braxton. I had to say this is me. So anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that.
I'm thankful for the medical team that's been working on me for the last 4 years. Because
They've
without
done
them,
a
I
pretty good
definitely
job.
wouldn't be here. Huh?
They've done a pretty good job.
Yeah. Well, let's see how I look in 4 months because that's supposed to be the worst of the worst. And
I
my
am.
third one, ooh, Probably that right now I get to do what I love, and that's right. And I have no restrictions on that at all. Whereas I know 90% of the people out there in the world have so much restriction to where they can't enjoy what they do. And right now, I'm not feeling that restriction. I have 100% control over what I write and how I do it.
I have to help April take her meds.
Okay.
So
Hi, Tom. I just saw your hand wave there.
Hey, Tom. Uh,
One other thing I want to mention before we have to hop off of here and stuff. One of the other things I want to mention is or reiterate is if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to a hotline or something, like I said, I'm on Facebook. My name is Tim Kohler, Kohler. I'm on Facebook. You'll see this ugly mug on there.
it might help if you put your last name on the thing so that they can see what your last name is.
I'd love to, but I don't remember how to do it. I don't remember how to change it. Let's see. Click here.
Watch, folks. He's going to kick himself off the street.
No, it's right there. Edit name.
Okay. Because I can't do that on this program. On StreamYard, I used to be able to change people's names all the time.
I don't know if that changed it or not. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
The rare balded Sasquatch is not part of my Facebook profile name. Just Tim Kohler.
Shouldn't that say bald headed?
No, balded. This is balded.
Okay.
If I were an actual Sasquatch, Jeremy, I would be a balded Sasquatch.
If you were an asshole, I just called you an asshole.
he is an asshole.
I'm that
Oh,
too.
if you were an actual Sasquatch, you would have hair everywhere, including the top of your head.
That's what makes me so rare. I'm a unique Sasquatch.
That means you are a genetic freak.
Yes. Well, I'm 6'3" and I wear a size 15 shoe. I mean,
And that means, ladies and gentlemen, he wears big shoes.
you know what they say about guys with big feet? They wear big shoes.
Yeah.
Do that.
Because all the other things don't necessarily mean what you think it does.
No.
And no, it
So,
does not.
But
all
no, seriously.
right.
Seriously. Anybody out there that's struggling, anybody out there that's having a hard time and just needs somebody to talk to, feel free to reach out. I'll do my best to answer. I'll do my best to listen to you.
We all will. All three of us.
Any one of us is willing to make a small sacrifice of time so that way you're still here tomorrow.
Absolutely. Absolutely 100%.
Any final words, Scott?
Yes. Just remember, above all else, believe in yourself and never, ever stop fighting. Never give up. That's the most important thing in the world.
Yeah, I would agree.
I hear somebody singing it. Somebody rickrolled us.
That would be my wife. That is April.
She got us.
She did, dude. She did. But yeah, just always believe in yourself and don't ever give up. Just keep fighting, man.
And
And
hey, if you're watching this, we love you. We do.
no,
So don't think you're not loved.
no, I don't. No.
Yes, you do. You love the people that watch your shows. Come on,
Well,
Scotty.
here,
Listen, woman, if you wouldn't have hot flashes, you would be cold like me.
so here's the reason why we love our audience is because you guys allow us to do what we enjoy doing, and that's getting
Exactly.
on here and one, on occasion acting like idiots.
Occasion. That's a
I
daily.
was
A
gonna
That's a
say,
lot,
daily thing for me. Give me five
more
minutes out
often
of
than
that.
not.
a lot of times, but two, also having serious conversations.
And these guys will tell you, I just love to talk.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, Tim, you're the smartest out of the three of
Love
us.
you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, you got the most knowledge on.
I watch more documentaries than you guys do.
Yeah, I have yet to find a topic that I have brought up to you that you did not know about.
It's just one of those things where I have a head full of mostly useless knowledge.
Yeah. For example, when I was over at his house last year for Christmas, I don't even remember what it was. I think it had something to do with alcohol brewing, and he just started rattling off the
Well,
problem.
my grandpa was a moonshiner, Jeremy.
See, there you go. So he's got somewhat life experiences.
My grandpa had a still up on the side of the hill, mountain. Where my grandparents lived, there's a mountain that comes down. Then there's the house right at the base of the mountain. Then you go the front yard. You go across the street. There's a railroad track, a creek, a little flat spot, and then another mountain.
Too many mountains.
My grandpa went up on that mountain and produced a certain amount of illegal alcohol. It was great at grandpa's house when you got a cold.
I thought you were going to say you
Oh,
come
I'm
out with the Ten
sure.
Commandments.
Here, boy, I got something to clear that right out of you. Drink some of this and go to sleep.
True that.
And from what I've heard, that stuff works better than cold medicine.
It'll knock it out of you, especially if you're running any kind of fever.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I could use a drink. But you know me, I don't drink.
It's never the answer, I'll tell you that.
Right.
Nope.
But seriously, if you're struggling, reach out to one of us.
Please.
Reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Put your pride aside. Because
That
I'll be
right
honest,
there is the
I
hardest thing to do.
struggle, I struggle with that. I struggle with putting my pride aside and dealing with things. I struggle with that. I struggle with opening up. I do. But when it's necessary, put your pride aside. The Bible says to humble ourselves, put our pride aside, reach out, and get the help you need, one way or another.
True that. Here, here.
Like I said, we none of us sitting here are professionals. None of us here can give you the answers. But what we can do is listen. And if
Absolutely.
that's what you need, we're here for you.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for playing along with us tonight. Going to try to do a 13th dimension next week. I don't know what yet. I've actually got an idea with these guys. Just gotta figure it out. I can only do four more shows, and then I'll be out for 4 months, uh,
Right.
give or take. So, meanwhile, like I announced last night, the new things website is up and running. Finally, had to change servers, and I got the team pictures up. Um, Code of conduct, request help, all that good stuff. That's finally up and running. So now we're back in business, sort of. um, and I got a good group of people that I can call on, for whatever.
And Jeremy, if you don't mind a shameless plug here, if you like watching us, Scott and I are on another podcast called The Paranormal Jackass, Jackazz, and
She couldn't get the jackass through.
yeah. But if you'd like to pop over and watch us, we're on Thursday nights at 7.
Absolutely.
What's our topic next week again? I can't remember already.
Hoodoo the voodoo.
Oh, that's right, voodoo.
That should be a good one.
We
You
hope.
do that voodoo that you do so well.
Mhm.
And I'm usually in the comments heckling these guys.
Jeremy
Yeah,
knows.
Jeremy normally catches their show.
Yeah, I try to be at least. I don't
And
I don't stay on the whole time because
Right.
my show follow.
Yep. And I always try to stop in, say hi, and share your show out. So
yeah, but thank you. We appreciate it.
yes,
We
thank you
appreciate
guys.
you guys coming in and listening to us rant and rave and get off topic tonight.
It's not a show unless we get off topic.
True
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
I
Although
think I can only think of one episode where we never got off topic one time.
Yeah.
that would probably be the only episode ever where
And I know exactly what episode
I,
that was.
you know,
The Russell Edwards
yeah, we
episode.
want
The Russell Edwards. Yeah.
we need to do a part two
We're
Yeah.
trying.
because there are some developments.
Yep. We're
Oh,
trying.
Not development. There have been some updates.
Yes.
yes.
So
So
And I've been trying to get a hold of him for that. He's been extremely busy here lately. And he had another child.
yep.
oh, I
Then
didn't know that.
yeah. So he has a 4-year-old son now. So he's been really busy here lately. So
Oh, so that was right after
yeah.
that episode.
Yeah.
I I consider that to be the perfect episode, the best episode 13th Dimension has ever had.
I consider that to be my best interview ever, my favorite interview of all time.
Absolutely.
And I've interviewed to make Scott jealous once again.
Shut.
I've interviewed Prince. I've interviewed Jimmy Buffett. I've interviewed thousands of celebrities. And that was my favorite of all time.
I can still hear your voice trembling when you called me after that.
Yeah. That was an amazing show.
It
Yeah.
was.
All right, folks, we are going to go ahead and call it a night. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Very much appreciated and
Yes. Thank you.
interacting with us. It was a little slow there for the first few minutes, but then it picked up. But that's how most shows usually are, anyway. Um,
Thank you all for watching and thank you all for participating in the comments and stuff. You have no
Absolutely.
idea what it means to us. We're just a bunch of guys from Indiana that decided to do this 5, 6 years ago now.
Yep.
the initial idea was 6 years, 6.5 years ago.
Yeah. So, we're just a bunch of guys that got started doing this and really enjoyed it. So we thank you for watching and your comments make the show, not us. Your
Yep.
comments
Thank you
help
guys so much.
us interacting with you, and that's what makes the show fun for everybody. So
And
thank you. We appreciate it.
and because of all of you, this show is now officially in its sixth season. I don't know a whole lot of podcasts that go on that long. Not not in the paranormal world, at least.
Right.
So pretty proud of that. And we started it.
Yes, we did.
And it was your idea, Scott.
Love me, Louisiana, brah.
We like a Louisiana.
Sure do.
And I
So,
was just in Louisiana back in March for the bowling tournament.
I love Louisiana.
me
The
too.
food alone is worth a trip.
True that.
I don't like driving through it though. Not New
New
Baton.
Orleans,
No. Well, that one was real bad when I tried driving through there, but Baton Rouge is pretty bad trying to
Baton
drive.
Rouge ain't too bad. That damn bridge though. Whew. Pocatron Bridge going over to Mandeville. Nah,
Oh, the 26-mile bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's got to be.
it was a heck of a drive.
Yeah, and if you have car trouble, you got
Yeah,
nowhere to go.
nope.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Try to do a show next week. Don't know what yet, but try to do something next week. Otherwise, as far as me, you can always join on Thursday nights after these guys on Supernatural Talk. I'm planning on doing Marks on Wrestling on Sunday. Don't know what time yet, but we're going to do something there. But in the meantime, thank you so much for playing along with us. And if it's paranormal,
We got it covered. Oh my god, dude! I almost forgot.
Or beyond. We
yeah,
gotta go.
you guys got you guys. Okay, let's try this again. Take two. If it's paranormal,
Or beyond.
we got it covered.
that's right.
There you go.
Until next time, y'all.
See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye everybody.
Have a good and safe weekend.
Yes.